Namaste children, welcome back to another session of our chapter Changes Around Us. So far in this chapter we understood what exactly a change is. Change means it is a difference in any substance or material or in weather from the earlier state. Okay, so now after that in our surroundings we will see so many different varieties of changes, and that changes if they are occurring by themselves, so we named it as a natural change. And then we named, if that are done by the human intervention, then we said it is a human made change. So in our yesterday's class we came to know about what are natural changes, what are human made changes, and what exactly a change means. Okay, so today we are going to classify all their natural changes are human made changes. If it is a natural change, let's write N, and if it is a human made change, let's write H. So omelette from an egg, whether it is a natural change or a human made change, absolutely it's a human made change. Aeroplane from a piece of paper, of course it's too is a human change. Water to vapor, it occurs in the water cycle, so it's a natural change. Grains to flour, a human made change. Baked roti from dough, again it's also a human made change. Wet to dry clothes, it's a natural change. Growth of our nails and hairs, also a natural change. Milk to paneer, it's a human made change. That means we can classify the changes, what are natural changes and what are human made changes. Okay, so now if you will see, there are so many different varieties of changes that are occurring. So here one such change that frequently in our day-to-day life that we'll notice, that is different states of water, where at first we can see an ice cube, which is the solid state. From an ice cube to normal liquid water, which is the liquid state, and from there it is your water vapor, which is the gaseous state. So we are having a interchange in the states of matter of your water. So this is also one of the change which comes under your natural change. It will occur by the nature. Yes. So now other than this natural and human made changes, we even can classify the changes into some other different groups, like useful or harmful changes. So useful changes we can say it as a desirable change, and harmful change we can say it as a non-desirable change. We even can divide the changes whether they are occurring very quickly, then we are saying it as a quick changes. If they are occurring slowly, then that are your slow changes. And even reversible and irreversible changes. Some of the changes are there where you will get back the original substance, but there are some changes where you will not get back the original substance, so we are saying them as a irreversible changes. And even another category is there, periodic and non-periodic change. So in between the two successive changes, if the time period is maintained always same, then we are saying it as a periodic change. If the time period is not maintained same, then we are saying it as a non-periodic change. So now in our today's class we are going to learn about these desirable, non-desirable changes, fast and slow changes, periodic, non-periodic, reversible and irreversible changes. Okay, so here are some changes that were given to you. An earthquake, when it started occurring, within some hours it will completely damage or completely destruct the area. So it's a very fast change. Even the same with volcanic eruptions, even same with floods. These are some of the changes which occur within fraction of hours, and it leads to complete destruction, denaturing or damage of that area. So all these changes, they are coming under fast changes. The same one, if you will see, soil erosion, it's nothing but removal of the topmost humus layer of the soil. It's a very slow change. It takes some years time to erode it. So it's a slow change. Weathering process, it's a process where the soil formation is taking place. So weathering is also one of the slow change, because you already read, for the formation of 1 inch of the topmost soil, it is taking nearly 100 years. So it's a very slow change. Draft conditions, this is also a slow change because there should be no rainfall, water should completely lose its structure, it should lose its water absorbing capacity. So all these things take some years time. So draft condition is also one of the very slow change that we will observe in the nature. So now if you will see some of the changes that are occurring on this earth, that is formation of an ice, formation of water, formation of wind. Yes, these are some of the changes, where the changes which are occurring on the earth also we can write them as a slow or fast changes. Just now what we have read, that is your weathering process, erosion process, deposition process. These are taking a lot of time for occur. So we are slaying all these changes as a slow changes. But whereas the second one, that is your floods, volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, these are some of the changes which are occurring within a duration of short time, within hours. So we are saying them as a fast changes. So now let us discuss about the wanted and unwanted changes. So some changes that are occurring in the nature which are very much wanted and helpful to the human beings. So such changes we are calling them as a desirable changes. But there are some changes are there which are not at all required. So we are saying them as a undesirable changes. Like here you can see desirable changes, that is ripening of fruits, is formation of a butter, extraction of a butter. Yes, these are some of the desirable changes. So undesirable changes, if you will see, spoiling of food items. Yes, it is an undesirable change. Okay, unwanted change. Yes, ripening of fruits, definitely it's a desirable change. If it is unripened, we cannot eat it. So ripening of fruit comes under desirable change. Seedling, formation of a saplings from the seed, it is also one of the most important desirable change. Until unless the seed won't turn into a sapling, we won't get the plants. Okay, now the third one is milk to curd. Of course, curd all we are using. So milk to a curd is also comes under desirable change. And now even extracting curd from the uh, butter from the buttermilk or curd is also one of the desirable change that we'll notice in our day-to-day life. See here, growth in the human beings. Now it is fast or slow changes. Okay, yes. So formation of a seed to a normal sapling. So it, I'm not saying now a plant, huge tree. So some a seed to sapling, it will occur little fast. So fast change. Cooking food is also fast change. Growth in the humans, it's a slow change because year to year, our height will increase. Ripening of fruits is also some fast change. Okay. Now weathering process, rocks to monuments. This weathering process, it is a slow change. Means in the earlier slide we came to know what are desirable changes. Now what are fast and slow changes. Now tell me, out of these four examples, which are desirable and fast changes, which are undesirable and slow changes. Like the first one is forest fire. Is a desirable? It's a undesirable change. Okay, rotating is undesirable change. Whether it is a fast change or a slow change, it's a very fast change. It is spoiling of food. Spoiling of food is desirable or undesirable change? Definitely it is a undesirable change. And even it is also a fast change. Within a juice 1 or 2 days it will occur. Egg to chicken, it's truly a desirable change. Yes, it's a bit slow change. Windmills, so this is a human made change. You are making the windmills a human made change, a desirable change because we are producing electricity, but a slow change. Electricity production is very less and a slow process here. So now we have divided all the four different kind of changes that are present on your screen into desirable, undesirable changes, fast, slow changes. Okay. So now desirable changes means what? These are the changes that which are desired to occur, we want them to take place, so they are called your desirable changes, like germination of seeds, ripening of fruits. For example, if you will see the undesirable changes which do not take place, the changes which we do not want them to take place, so we are saying them as a undesirable changes. Okay, so now the next category of changes, that is periodic and non-periodic changes. So if the duration between the two changes, this is the first change and this is the second change, if the time period between these two successive changes, if it is uniform always, then we are saying it as a periodic change. Like sunrise, today's sunrise to next day's sunrise, it nearly takes 24 hours every time, so the duration is constant, it's not going to change at all. So such type of changes we are calling it as a periodic changes. Okay, same here, if you will see one more example for periodic change, that is formation of seasons is one of the periodic change. So when you know the formation of seasons, you even know that rotation of earth and even revolution of earth is also one of the periodic change, because both are taking a specific time period. So rotation, revolution of the earth, seasons formation, all these are some of the periodic changes which always maintaining a uniform time gap between them. Okay, now the second one, that is non-periodic changes, means some of the changes are there that don't have takes place periodically, means they won't always maintain a uniform time gap between them. Such changes we are saying them as a non-periodic changes. That is cooking food. So cooking food, sometimes we may cook early, sometimes we cook slowly, so it comes truly under non-periodic change. Here you are even having some other examples, just now we have discussed, that is day and night formation, rotation and revolution of earth. Yes, this is also one more one, that is movement of the watch. Yes, that is also one of the periodic change. Your heartbeat is one of the periodic change. So if the yes, if the time gap between the two successive changes is always remains constant, then we are saying it as a periodic changes. So now some of the non-periodic changes, they will not occur. Today earthquake happened, next year the same day will happen, means no, you are not sure. Next day also it can happen, in the same day, that time also it can happen. So forest fires, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, these are some of the non-periodic changes that we will observe in our day-to-day life. Okay, so now quickly open your classwork, and in the classwork draw tabular column like this and start for everyone. Yes, fast slow changes, desirable non-desirable changes, yes, periodic and non-periodic changes. Write 3 examples for all these 6 different type of changes that we will observe in our day-to-day life, children. And take out your textbook and start reading the chapter Changes Around Us. Thank you.